This is Scott Becker with the Becker Business and the Becker Private Equity Podcast. These are 8 of the stories that we're following this morning, and thank you for listening to the podcast. We cover startups, investing, business, technology, and a lot more. Thank you for listening. First, a government shutdown still looms if the two parties can't agree on an increase in the debt ceiling. This, of course, is another sign that Washington, D.C. is broken. Futures do point up today on improving hopes that agreement will be reached and a shutdown averted. We'll see how it goes. Second, Americans have a greater percentage of their assets in the stock market than ever before. Essentially, they're more exposed than ever to a market slump. Third, direct and indirect stock holdings account for an all-time high of 45% of households' financial assets as of the end of the second quarter. That's according to the Fed Reserve. Fourth, another sports and media business veteran is opening up a private equity fund dedicated to sports and media. Again, the adage goes that every middle-aged man, and I assume many middle-aged women, want to be investors in a sports team and maybe in a bar as well. Most of us have no hope here, particularly on the sports teams. It's really a game for the billionaires. Fifth, one of the things that we observe, and it goes to the sports and media betting, is when colleagues get super rich, they go looking to buy part of a sports team and fly private. When they get okay rich, then they buy a nice car, join another club, and fly first class. We always sort of wonder, if you fly first class and no one sees you, are you really flying first class? We say that in humor, but it is one of those kind of things when you're sitting first class, you sort of want your friends to see you. It's a little bit, that's half the reason for doing it. I say that jokingly, of course. Sixth, are there too many PE funds? This has been a broad discussion amongst platforms this weekend. There's now nearly 7,000 PE firms and 18,000 funds operating in the U.S. With the increased inability to buy assets at reasonable prices, coupled with high-cost debt and softness in exits, many funds are finding things very tough. We're seeing some funds crash and burn. Famous story of somebody I saw recently had a bunch of small funds. They crashed and burned, and we'll talk more about that as we get going. Seventh, smaller and mid-market funds are often hit the hardest. One PE investor noted there are too many PE funds, particularly in the middle market. Most are undifferentiated and frankly have no reason to exist. Eighth, finally, a couple of the stocks that we follow closely. Intel is up 77% year to date. NVIDIA is up 34% year to date. Palantir is up 133% year to date. And Amazon is basically flat. Again, these are 8 of the stories we're following today. Thank you for listening to the Becker Business Podcast, the Becker Private Equity Podcast. Thank you very, very much.